panel discussion.
Consumers, governments, regulators, and businesses are all seeing green. A growing wave of global environmentalism is forcing technology companies to produce greener products through greener processes. Tech companies are taking steps both to expand the number of green-oriented products they produce and to reduce the notion of a heavy environmental footprint.
Some are developing a greener footprint because they believe it's the right thing to do. But the strongest driver is economic. On the revenue side, a majority of technology executives maintain that the growing demand for green products creates significant market opportunities. On the cost side is a true desire to drive down their own energy outlays generated by servers, computers, and employees themselves.
To discuss this transition, we have an eclectic representation from the various stakeholders that form the crux of this industry. Without further ado, let us begin our panel discussion on the topic, Green Technology from Obligation to Opportunities.
To moderate this discussion, I request Mr. Anupam Goswami, Executive Editor, Business India Publications Limited, to take his seat on the stage.
Mr. Anupam Goswami is currently the Executive Editor for Business India Publications Limited and also the Head of Establishment for the organization in Delhi. While being a career print journalist, Sir has also been closely involved with leading news channels and has served as the consulting editor for Zee Business, News X and Star News. Before joining Business India, Mr. Goswami was Associate Director for the well-known Delhi-based Environment Research Institution, the Center for Science and Environment, as well as the Head of News for leading environment magazine Down to Earth. As part of his engagement with international environment issues, Sir has worked on short-term assignments with the United Nations Environment Programme as the United Nations Commission on Sustainable Development. We welcome you, Sir, to Communique 09.
I now request our esteemed panel members to please take their seats on the stage. Mr. A. Setu Raman, Executive Director, Product and Solution Systems, Huawei. Mr. Selvam K., Chief Information Officer, STEL Private Limited.
Mr. Dheeraj Agarwal, Chief Executive Officer, Altruist Technologies.
Mr. Abhishek Pratap, Toxics Campaigner, Greenpeace India.
Mr. Prakash Ranjalkar, Chief Operating Officer, GTL Infrastructure.
And Mr. Sandeep N. Gupte, Vice President Technical, Indus Stars Limited. We welcome you all to... I now request the moderator, Mr. Anupam Goswami, to take over the session.
Can we start? This live. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of SITM, distinguished experts and leaders from the telecom industry, and my fellow participants in the theme Green Tech from Obligation to Opportunities. Let me start with 2 points. First, it's a privilege to be back at SITM, and it has become a significant point in my own annual schedule. So it's good to be back. Second, it's also already the Communique event is becoming an occasion for me to have very valuable takeaways in terms of information, insight, and contacts in the telecom sector. And this event is already turning out to be so again. Let me introduce my fellow panelists. On my left is Mr. Rahul Kulkarni. On my immediate left, he's technology consultant for Siemens, the firm which is the world leader in enterprise communication solutions. And it's a firm which has also been at the helm of adopting clean tech solutions for the sector. On my immediate right is Mr. A. Sethuraman, who's with Huawei Technologies. It is, as all of us know, it's the firm which is in the forefront of telecom business worldwide. It's a global leader. Again, Huawei has got much to say about what are the green tech perspective imperatives in coming days. Then on the extreme flanks are two towering personalities. Mr. Prakash Ranjalkar, who's Chief Operating Officer for GTL. It's a tower firm and which is proud to be India's largest independent tower firm without any participation from the operators. On my immediate right, on my far right is Mr. Sandeep Gupte, who's Vice President Technical of Indus Towers, which is the world's biggest tower firm with 130,000 towers. And Sandeep also says that his business in India is the biggest guzzler of energy after the railways and the Indian Army. Between them, we have Mr. Dheeraj Agrawal, who's already set the example of entrepreneurship in the telecom sector. He's CEO of Altruist Technologies. It is a leading firm, is one of the leading firms in the VAS space. And also as part of his business, he has a mobile social network which has got 7 million odd subscribers. And I'm sure Dheeraj will have valuable inputs on what kind of green sentiments are out there for telecom companies to tap. Then we have, on my right is Mr. Abhishek Pratap. He's from the environmental campaign organization Greenpeace. Greenpeace is long known for very explicit and radical articulation on environment. It's also known for very rigorous rating of corporates on environmental issues, and I'm sure he'll be as provocative as his organization. And then we have the second gentleman on my right is Mr. Selvam K. He is Chief Information Officer for Estel. It's an entrant firm. It's operating in telecom C circles, where a major challenge is the spread into rural and distributed telecom users, and energy issues have got their own space for him. Now, so without we all know the theme is, we all are familiar with green tech, clean tech, environmental, global warming. We have got some awareness of it. So just as part of furthering that awareness, let me ask Abhishek the first question. Why is this session the last session after 2 days of hectic activity? Does it show that the imperative for clean tech is a residual concern for telecom companies as well as telecom students?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yes. It looks like it always happens that